And hit it.
Well, good morning to you. Welcome to J. Thomas Radio and his Oklahoma News Roundup, where we take a few minutes frolicking through the news here in the great state of Oklahoma. Now sit back a spell and enjoy the vocal warblings of J. Thomas. Take it away, Jay.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. Thank you very much. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. J. Thomas Radio with me, J. Thomas. All right. Oh my God. All right, a little bit of updates from the Edmond shooting. Let's hear this first. Go to this.
On the line.
The chief also went into more detail about reports of the shooting being gang-affiliated.
Detectives believe this incident began with a disturbance between two females attending the gathering.
Two females started a fight at Arcadia Lake, and that's what set off this this gunfire. That's what he says.
That escalated into an altercation between rival gang members also attending the gathering.
Younger says they believe multiple people pulled out guns and discharged at least 80 rounds.
Multiple people pulled out guns and discharged at least 80 rounds. So I put the murderer's face up on our up as the opening to this segment, and I look at that face and I see a loser. And not only do I see a loser that has a chip on his shoulder, a worthless human being who has a chip on his shoulder about everything. And this is the guy that the Democrats have made. This is their product. And I'm sorry if I'm getting political about this, but that look on his face, that punk, we're going to go into a little bit of his past. That punk, the Democrats made him. So congratulations, Democrats. And if people don't start standing up and saying this punk, this loser, and they say multiple people. We've heard one with a shotgun. Now then two with a 9mm and an AK. Well, actually, just they just said the caliber. And now it's multiple people. So they keep lying, or they keep trying to cover it up. You know, if they just give us the number of how many people, you know, they said it was a Glock with a switch. And that's why it was like automatic, and it's just we're not getting the whole story, and that's really aggravating. And they can let a lot more of the story out without compromising the investigation, because that's just bullcrap. So this guy, I see this punk's face is the exact face of every Democrat out there. This is the face of, you know what they call, they say that you have privilege. That's the face of privilege. Let's get into a little bit of background of this guy. So let's recap a little bit about our friend Jaylan Ahmad Davis. His criminal record goes back to 8/16/2024, and his that is case number MI 2024 1015. Well, what is that case number? Well, all right. It is criminal mischief, initial filing, and this is his first time. They didn't assign him a judge. The warrant of arrest issue and bond amount was $30,000 cash, property, or surety. They don't have anything about what it was, so because he was a juvenile, right? So he's 16, maybe 17. We don't know when he was born. They don't really say. Don't give the date. Well, let's say he's 16 years old, and that is an 8/16/2024. Well, you know, kids get in trouble. Okay. Well, let's see. About 4 months later, on January 18th, 2024, on CF, that's a criminal, that's a felony, 2024-275. Let's see what that one is. Well, let's see. Davis, Jaylan Amand dismissed request of the state. What was he? What did they dismiss? What charge? What do you think? Court has filed use of a vehicle in discharge of a weapon. I mean, a drive-by shooting, and it was dismissed. And his other his friends, Keith Lydell Gatus, he was convicted, and Demarion Daquan Simpkins, well, he was convicted, pled guilty, and Jamari Khalil Birdsong, yes, all upstanding people, convicted. He pled guilty. So he was dismissed, but he was in the car. He got arrested, and you know how many people were in this one? Demarion, Keith, Jamari, and Jaylan. There's 4 people. They're out driving around. It's a criminal felony, and they're just having a good time, Sunday fun day. And old Jaylan, he gets off. He's like, I didn't do nothing. Well, kids get in trouble, right? That was January 18th. No big deal. Oh, wait, hold on here. February 14th. Well, that's just a month later. What was old Jaylan doing? Well, we have case number CF, that's criminal felony, 2024-275. And there he is, along with, again, Demarion Simpkins, Keith Lydell Gaddis Jr., Jamali Kelly Bergsong, and there they are. All 4 of them are together again, and they're there to getting the boys back together. And here's all of these. There's the certification hearings, preliminary hearings, formal arraignments. It's just one court thing after another. This happened. The date of offense is 11/24/2023. Oh, well. What was the date of this offense? And the other offense, well, that was 7/17, July 17th, 2023. Oh, well, that's just how many months? Oh, that's just 5 months away. 5 months later, again, use of a vehicle, discharge of a weapon. So, drive-by shooting. And again, old Jaylan Davis dismissed. He got off again. His friends, his pals, who were, I don't know, they were already convicted of the other crime. They're convicted again, but I bet they're let out. Yes, they are. Okay, so you figure, well, 1, 2, 3, maybe kids get in trouble a lot, Oh, let's see. Well, what's this? On 8/23/24. What the heck? It's They go to what is this one for? Let's see the date of the offense. 11/24/23. So again, Jaylan is dismissed. Use of a vehicle, discharge. Oh, that was that one. Okay, I'm sorry. I got those mixed up. Okay, this one is the date of offense was 7/16/2024. So not just a little while later. Robbery with a dangerous weapon. Delinquent journey entry is filed for Davis, Jaylan, and his mommy shows up, and they get him discharged, and he's out. He's out on bond with his mommy. His mommy gets him off, and he is. Wait a minute here. Hold on. Hold the phone. Well, it seems his mommy gets him off of the robbery charge, and he pays. Let's see, $75, $30, $105, $109.50, $111.50. My goodness, that's what he gets off. He and his because he's a juvenile. They are all sealed. Can't look at them. Can't see what they're doing. But this was, this was his two friends there. Let's see, Jaylan Davis and Javan Jackson. Yeah, him and his little friends. That was just three of them, three or four. Look at this. This goes on and on and on. And again, 8/25. That's just 2 days. 2 days he gets arrested again. No, a year and 2 days. I'm sorry. 8/25, a year later in 2025. And now I don't think he's he is a juvenile. And again, on 8/25/2025, he gets arrested again. That's 52 and 53, so they must have arrested him twice. Or no, they arrested him once for two different crimes, and they split those up. And then 5/6/2026. That is criminal mischief again, defendant. So far, he's been arrested for drive-by shootings or being in the presence of being in the car, drive-by shooting. He's been arrested for robbery with a dangerous weapon and a bunch of other crap. And now he's been arrested for murder. And this is the person that the liberals want you to invest in, because you didn't invest. The reason why this punk, this loser is such a loser, is because you didn't invest in his life. You let him go out there several times with a gun, driving around, shooting at people. It's your fault. It's not his mommy's fault. His mommy's doing everything she can. She needs more food stamps, more SNAP. If she's going to keep him out of jail, she needs more SNAP and maybe some housing, because we know that works out. So there he is, the Jaylan Ahmad Davis loser, murderer of an 18-year-old girl. He shot her in the head. So that's the story about that loser. If we just would have paid more, they probably would happen. And, you go to his neighborhood. I bet you if you look for a Learing center, there was no Learing centers in there. And we need a Learing center and maybe a resources center, something like that. At least a Learing center. Because when he was a kid, he didn't get to go to a Learing center. He didn't know how to leer. And that is the truth of it. That's the sad part. You didn't pay enough in taxes. You didn't care enough. It's up to you to care for Mrs. Davis's kid. It's not her. I mean, she shows up at court and gets him off for that was a robbery. And he paid like $111. That's a lot of money to poor Jaylan. He can't. If Jaylan has to keep spending this kind of money on court cases, where is he going to get the money to buy his ammunition? I'm sick and tired of you conservatives saying that this guy should have been in jail when he was 17, maybe on a farm, maybe digging some potatoes or something. I'm sick and tired of you guys saying that. This guy needed a Learing center, and he needed some resources. And if they just gave the Alpha organization another few million, this guy wouldn't have been out there shooting his handgun. Because he needed. How many times do you think this guy went to the range? He needed gun safety lessons, because he wouldn't be out there shooting people if he had safety lessons. And that's what he needed. He needed some more money to take safety lessons, to buy some more ammunition so he could shoot better. It's all your fault. Obviously, it's all your fault. More money, more Learing centers, and more resource centers. especially for the alpha people. They need that, okay? I'm sick and tired of you guys wanting to keep your own money. And also, he also has or one of his friends has an AK 7.62 caliber ammunition goes to an AK. So he needs money for the 9mm, which is like it's like $25 for 50 or for 100 now. It's gone down. But that's 7.62 ammunition. That's expensive, man. It's like $75 for 100, and he needs more money. And that's what we have to do. We have to get them more money. Okay, investigators found, this is from Coco News 5 in Oklahoma City. Investigators found 2 types of bullet casings at the scene, including 9mm and 7.62. According to our court documents, a rifle may have been used. Duh. 23 people were injured. 6 were juveniles. 15 to 17 years old. They're out there twerking, having fun. All those good people with the good vibes, and they were shot. But just because we weren't aware of it doesn't mean it's not here. That's the gang activity. That's the chief of police. That being said, I haven't seen no indication that the parties involved in this incident reside in or frequent Edmond. So they're outside agitators? Is that what we are? Is that what they are? They were outside agitators that came in to the crown jewel of Edmond and shot the place up. Well, where were they from? Hey, Yogi, where were they from? Well, according to the court documents that we are looking at, it is Oklahoma County. They're from Oklahoma City, which is just a rat spit across the toll road from Edmond. It's not that far, and believe me, Edmond has gangs. And so we had 2 thug gangs that apparently they've gone out and they have, they've done drive-by shootings. They've been arrested for it twice, and they were still out on the street. His friends, his pals, Birdsong, Gaddis, Simpkins, they all pled guilty twice to drive-by shootings. Using a car in discharge of a weapon, that's a drive-by shooting. Duh. And all of them are they're his mentors. Like, you had a mentor in maybe at work, you were a plumber's helper like I was, and he had a mentor. Well, these guys are his mentors, and they probably had a Learing Center. But, poor Jaylan, he never had a Learing Center because you're mean and you wanted your money back. And that's all you want to do is keep your money. That's all it is. Your money is more important than Jaylan's life. If only you gave his mother more money, she could have paid a little bit extra on that drive-by shooting charge. Okay? So if you would give them a little bit more money, maybe Jaylan's mother could afford a Learing Center education for him. I'm just so sick of this stuff. See, look at that. Look at that, Cece. I didn't say the bad word. We'll go to this. We'll go to Fox 25. Oops. KOKH. Let's hit it.
As of this update, detectives have identified 23 victims with gunshot-related injuries ranging from penetration wounds to shrapnel wounds. 6 of those victims are juveniles as young as 15 years of age.
Younger believes there's at least one more suspect to find.
One more suspect. I have a few names for you. Let's see. Demarion Daquan Simpkins. Yeah, Simpkins. Keith Lydell Gaddis Jr. Not to be confused with the senior. And Jamari Khalil Birdsong. If Birdsong is not a Arab name, I don't know what is. And of course, Jaylan Ahmad Davis. So I would say look for Mr. Birdsong or Mr. Gaddis or Mr. Simpkins, and you'll probably find this guy's mentors. You idiots. I'm just, the treatment of gangs in Oklahoma City, it's just like they're just like the little kids. They're just kids, and you got to give them their rights, right? So they can grow up to go to Sunday fun days and shoot people. I mean, I don't understand why you just white racists just want to keep your money. You don't want to give any more resources to the Learing centers. And it's really sickening. Well, you racist people, I got to go. If you want to learn about these guys, go to the Oklahoma State Courts Network and plug in their names. Plug in their names and then stand back and look, because it's not good. They've been arrested a lot. They've been arrested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times I can see here between 8/16/2024 and May 6th. There we go. 2026. So they have him down there as they have him for the shoot right there. So 8 times. How many times are we supposed to put up with? I guess more. I guess more, and it's a terrible thing that he didn't have a Learing center while he was growing up. But take a look at his face. Take a look at that smug little scumbag's face. Right there, that loser right there. That is the picture of privilege. That's black privilege right there. You have white privilege, that's black privilege. I'm sorry, it is. And it's just like, you owe me. Look what you've done to me. The Democrats tell me every day that I can't be anything, that I have to do this. This is the way I'm supposed to be. And so that's what we get. This kid never had a chance. That's what they're saying. He never had a chance. No, he had a chance. But his mommy kept getting him out of the trouble that he was in. So I'm sick of this bull crap. I am so sick of this garbage, and it better not come down here, because this is the face, the scumbags from Chicago, New York. This is the face. This is that loser's face right there. This guy better. You know what he needs? He needs a needle in the arm, shooting that girl. But he won't get it. He'll get off in a few years. He'll say he's sorry, and he'll be right back at it. This is a George Floyd wannabe. All right, it's almost 20. It's 23 minutes and 45 seconds that you've given up part of your life, and you'll never get that back. I'm sorry about that. But just take a look at that smug little jerk's face. What a loser. I'm sorry. I have no I have no sympathy. I have no sympathy whatsoever. It's sad. It really is, man. That girl did not deserve to die, and those other people didn't deserve to be shot. And when the cops do show up at places like this, they're called racist. So I don't want to hear from the alpha I don't want to hear from Malcolm X the other day how they need more resources. It's just the resources, and that's why. Because of years and centuries. I remember when Jaylan was telling me that he was a slave one time. That's what he needs. He needs reparations. This is coming to Oklahoma and Tulsa, by the way. All right. Have a good day.